live on Facebook, then I came on YouTube. We did one from outside, and the light was just too much, so I had to switch from that setting to a different setting, and here we are. Now I want to handle one question from A Silent Song and Other Short Stories. So I will welcome you on board. If you are watching, thank you. I really appreciate. Today I'm going to do a question from the story December. This is a book that Form 4s in Kenya are studying. And maybe if you're from any other country, you've read this book because it covers authors from all over Africa. So December is a story written by Philomen Liambo. And so I'm going to read the question, then after that I'll discuss, then show the students. Yeah, so the question I'm focusing on is a very common one. And of course, if anytime they decide to set a question from this story, it's possible. There are high chances that this question can be set. Yeah. Stay tuned, and when you come live, it's okay. Just be relevant, consider the community expectations, and let's stay focused. Yeah, so for today, the question I'm going to ask is this. The sick need our love and support. The sick need our love and support. Using the story December by Philemon Liamba illustrate the truth in this. So actually, when you see this question, is a very common one and it cannot be difficult for you to interpret. I would actually believe this is one of the easiest questions that you would ever interpret. Yeah. So starting with the introduction paragraph, of course, you do the contextualize, you do the paraphrase, as long as you clearly tell us what are you going to handle in the question. So here is my introduction paragraph. It is through affection and care that those afflicted by illness can want to live. It is through affection and care that those afflicted by illness can want to live. Affection and understanding are the best gifts that December offers her brother, and September shows to his sister the love and care that is required in the story December by Liambo. So you actually see that in my introduction, I've given you my understanding of the question and I've internalized in a specific way. Welcome on board. I've seen some people coming alive. Stay tuned, and I can also appreciate you personally if you chat, because that is the only way I can know who you are. Yeah, thank you. So currently I'm doing an educational content. Remember, in Kenya, students are almost going back to school, and I feel, you know, I feel committed to ensure that the content that will suit them is covered. Yogi, hey, where are you? Where are you from? I will actually appreciate that. Yogi, welcome on board. And currently I'm doing a discussion of a question that students have been asking. Okay, so Yogi is like, hey, what's your name? Oh, Yogi is from India. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. I really like that a lot of my audience are from India, and I think I should do something for India, right? Yeah, I'm planning on seeing how I can travel to India, Like most of my audience, number two audience apart from Kenya, which is number one, are Indians. Welcome on board. I am Priska Muswenje. Many people say my name is difficult, but I don't believe so. Yeah, so let me proceed with the discussion. I was doing a story from December, a story written by Philemon Liambo, if you have ever read anything from him. And the question was, the sick need our love and support. So I had come up with the introduction telling the students that it's very much okay to have such a beginning. It is through affection and care that those afflicted by illness can want to live. I had also gone ahead and contextualized, saying affection and understanding are the best gifts that December offers her brother, and September shows a lot of care and love to his sister, December, in Liambo's story, December. So the first paragraph, this is what we'll say. December loves September a lot, that during an accident, she saves him from death. When they were young, December was tending the vegetables in the garden, and the brother joined her in working in the pearl millet field. The brother later hid between the tomato plants while December was weeding, and he came around in the mid-swing of her hoe. Can you imagine that? The hoe cut him on the side of the head. Out of love, December ripped her t-shirt and helped stop bleeding the brother. The t-shirt was a gift from the British volunteer group at kindergarten. When September came back from hospital, December nursed him to health. And this is a true, commitment that is shown to prove that we can care for the sick. Paragraph 2. September loves December and assures the sister of something he knows he may not fulfill just so to make her comfortable. He knows that the sister is sick, mentally sick, that is. The sister seems to be tired of the hospital, and so the brother brings her the food that she loves. As they sit and chat, she asks whether he will arrange for her to go back home, and he assures her of it. This is the assurance that the sister actually needed. He avoids talking too much just to make her comfortable, and that is a true, indication that there is love between them. Paragraph 3. September receives enough support from the psychiatrists in the psychiatry ward. They let December visit her sister, even though it was 30 minutes past the visitation time, just to cool her frustration. She's lonely, and September notices the modern change in this facility as he walks through the new glass. Grace Mumbi, hey. Okay. So we see that as December walks through the hospital, he notices a lot of modern changes in the facility, like the glass doors, and greets the nurse. After trying to sweet talk the nurse and failing, he sits on the grey waiting benches and reads the posters until he notices Tsuveni. This young man who used to pursue December for love when at puberty sends two giants away after small talk. The nurse calls him and confirms his relationship with the sister. Since he was not listed as part of the volunteers or the visitors, he shows a photo and explained that he had been in UK for 6 years for studies. So then they let him see the sister. This is the actual love that is seen. So Grace Mumbi, hi, are you a student? Are you in Kenya? How are you? Welcome on board. I'm on to the fourth paragraph of this essay. I'm trying to help students before they go back to school, and I hope that if you're a student, you'll gain from this. You can even replay later after I finish and post, because I had already started. Now to the last paragraph, body paragraph. September loves support and supports December by not breaking the sad news to her. He does not tell her about the death of Ezekiel Shikongo, their grandfather, as he understands that this would make her sad and depressed. The grandfather also insisted that December had been bewitched and she had aged because of her daughter's sickness in comparison to her husband's quick demise. September hated that the sister, December, had been stolen from herself, and she only mentioned that her grandfather had not been in the facility for a while. He felt it would hurt her, and therefore kept a promise of coming the next day. He knew well that by telling her that, she would be more depressed. So we see the care for those who are sick at this moment. The final paragraph, in conclusion, love and care are free entities that we receive, and it's right that we offer those who are close to us, as they make everything right and warm. So when you find something, an essay you are supposed to write, I believe, because I've done work for Americans, people from Canada and different countries. If you are here and you do write essays, consider to interpret the question correctly. That interpretation comes in paragraph 1. You tell us what is the question about, right? And within that paragraph, of course, you must be covering what we call the conceptual aspect, like you're giving us the key things that you are going to focus on. Most times contextualized introduction is the best, but sometimes we can have the paraphrased. When you go to body paragraphs in any essay bear the message, different areas of that question. So you're giving us evidence of the existence of this aspect within a story or a given aspect. And you must have topic sentences guiding the person reading on what actually you're talking about. So a good essay must have those topic sentences, different sections, and of course, even in essay writing, academic essay writing, you must have those topic sentences 4 paragraphs after the introductory paragraph. Now, each of them will cover details to do with your paragraph, and they must have supporting information, clincher sentence, and conclusive sentence. Then you now come to the conclusion paragraph, which of course must be bearing a conclusive word like finally, in conclusion, yeah? And then you are telling us a general lesson you learned. So I saw people coming and leaving and all that, but I'm so appreciative. Yogi, Grace Mumbi, you at least informed me you are there, and maybe others who came on board. Thank you for being on board. I love you. Bye bye for now.